No, you did not read that wrong. We are done. We're back on the East Coast, and everything is for sale. The boat, the car,
the caravan.
Before we get into that though, just want to say a massive thank you to absolutely everyone that supported us over this year and this
It's been
lap.
amazing. We've met so many cool people, like had so much, like so many messages of love and support. It's been really, really cool.
Amazing, and without you guys, we wouldn't be here where we are right now.
Exactly.
The channel's going great. We're absolutely stoked. Also, black shirts are back in stock, and we now have singlets. So the same as the shirt, but in a singlet form.
Believe it or not.
Okay, so why are we selling everything?
Big plans. We've got some big plans. So YouTube has gone really well for us this year. So it's made us decide to keep traveling, which is pretty incredible. So once again, thank you very much. But yeah, we'll have some new additions this year.
These guys. Cooper, come here.
Come here. Go.
Our
I don't know
dogs.
if you can see them even.
So we've got Bowie and Cooper. They're our two dogs. We've had them for, I think they're 10 years old, 11 years old.
Yeah, they're like 10 and a half now. Yeah.
They're getting on. They're not the most active dogs. But so where we actually are right now in Coffs Harbour is the place that they've stayed for the last year. So massive shout out to Debbie and Alan for taking them for the last year. But we want them with us now. And Debbie and Alan are travellers themselves, and they're going to hit the road as well. So
and the kids have spent this last year like begging to either come back to Coffs to see them or begging us to bring them with us next year.
So that's why we're selling everything. So
Yes.
basically our setup now just cannot accommodate the two of them.
No, they're big and they're hairy, and it's just going to be far too much in a tiny 18-foot van.
18-foot van, and the Ranger with that canopy, black canopy on the back, it's just not set up.
No.
They would die in there. It's just so hot, even
So
with
hot.
insulation in it, and even if I put vents in. So we need to change our setup to allow for the dogs. We've absolutely loved our setup over the last year. It's treated us really well.
It's done everything we needed it to do.
It's home. But time for a change.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're not going to tell you what we're changing to.
Why is that?
We don't know. Look, most people would have everything organised now when they're pulled up to change things. They'd be getting straight into it. Not us. We got no idea.
No, we're just basically hoping something will pan out when we get back to Brisbane. We'll see what we can sell everything for and what's available, and we'll make a plan from there.
So as of right now, everything is for sale. We'll be back in Brisbane in the new year. I'll tidy everything up, and then it's all going on the market. So if you're interested, let us know. Hit us up in the DMs. The reason the boat's going too is we want a bigger boat.
So we need a bigger caravan, bigger boat, probably a bigger car.
Look, that's
We're
another...
not making that much money on YouTube, so
No.
I don't know how this is happening,
No,
but
that's why we need to change everything up, but we don't know what we're changing to. So we have to see what van we get. We have to see what weight it is. We have to figure out if the Ranger could do that. If not, we need a different car. We don't know what boat we're going to get yet.
Alex is probably going to work for a bit, so we can
Yep.
hopefully afford a canopy on the back with the dog boxes and stuff like that.
If
We'd
we get the Ranger.
Yeah, we'd ideally like to keep the Ranger. We like the Ranger, but yeah.
It's weights. It's GCM is what limits us a lot. I mean, in hindsight, I wish when we bought the thing we got a GCM upgrade on it, but that's pre-rego. So yeah, we'll pull up in Brizzy. I will go do some work, get back on the tools, which I'd forgotten how to swing a hammer, so we'll see how that goes. Kids will do probably term of school, which that's a big thing for us. Lots of people question how the kids go, schooling on the road and not being in a school environment where they've got friends on a daily basis. Yeah, we do sit there and go, they are missing out. Is it the right thing sometimes? But what they get on the road is
Much better,
equally
right?
as good, if
Yeah.
not more.
A
Making
lot more
friends.
personalised support for sure.
Yeah, but we want them to have the best of both worlds. So
Yeah, and they're pretty keen to go back to school and see all their friends.
yeah, they'll go back to their school that they left from. So that'll be really good. What else are we going to do? You won't see any gap in content.
Yeah, so you'll see this video probably, late December. But the last video you will have seen before that is early October. So we've got a lot of content still that we've got to put together.
That's what's been happening the whole trip. We started putting out content, started getting good feedback from everyone, so we kept going with it.
And then I started doing 2 a week to try and catch up because we were getting so far behind, and I still haven't managed to catch up.
We thought, honestly, we'd catch up very quickly and then we'd be back on, videos were coming out where we were. No, we're still 3 months behind. We film that much when we go places. So yeah, you won't see any gaps. It'll pretty much go from the end of this trip straight into whatever we're doing with the new van, new car, new boat, and then into the new places we're going to go.
Yes.
So if you have a look at this map, I'll get Erin to put it in. This is our WikiCamps map, everywhere we've been. You can see there's a lot of blank spots there.
Yes.
So we have a lot of exploring to do. We have a little bit of a plan, not really a plan, an idea of how we want next year to look. But honestly, I'm so keen to not actually have a proper plan. We tried.
Stresses me out.
Yeah, stresses Erin out. But what I didn't like about this lap was we knew we had to be back here at this date, and it really put a limit on a lot of places that we would have stayed longer.
Yeah, it kind of dictated how fast we had to move.
Yeah.
So.
And we wanted to see as much of WA being so far away and not as accessible, but we already know we're going back.
Yeah. And I think it'll just be, our travel will be a lot slower.
Yeah.
Hopefully a lot cheaper.
Well, it's good being slower fuel-wise, because honestly, with current fuel prices, even in major cities being $2.20, we are spending a lot of money on fuel. So if we can sit in a place for a week at a time, it'll help out with the whole budget, which there is a big lack of. But yeah, that's about it. Without going into detail, because we have no details, but I can't wait to start doing some stuff and sharing it with you guys. It's going to be an awesome year.
So we also wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be doing a Patreon.
It's something we've thought about doing for quite some time now. And we do get asked quite often, how can people support us? So you can watch our videos, you can buy our merch.
This is another way that if you want to, you can. Don't feel like you have to. Like, we're not by any means going to try and push people towards it, but if you want to, it's there. Yeah,
and it will just help us continue this journey, continue putting content out, which we're absolutely loving doing.
Yes.
So with all that said, guys, we just want to say once again a massive thank you to every single one of you that sit down, sometimes twice a week, watch our videos.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing. The feedback we get.
Yeah, it's been incredible. And also everyone that comes up and says hello, and we've met some amazing people. It's been awesome. It's probably
100%.
the best part of the whole trip is just meeting people. And
anyway, guys, have a fantastic Christmas, and we'll see you in 2023.